me. Just here for a bit of a rant, really. Mol's here. I'm hoping that she'll come and join me in a minute. She's just doing some stuff. Anyway, went to parents' evening last night, and I was sat there fuming, absolutely fuming. Like, David Cameron, what are you doing? For Christ's sake. It was all about the attendance, you know. Kids not at school and stuff like that. How many days they can have off without their parents being put into jail. I think it's about 3 a term. 3 a term. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to... All right, Mol? Here she is. You're supposed to send your children into school if they're not very well. The teacher was just saying, look, if they've got a bit of a cold, a bit of a sniffle, just send them in and we'll send them home if they're not well. Well, that is, to be honest, a pile of shit. Has any of your government ever had a child with serious immune problems who just pick up everything? Look at her there. Look at the state of her. That's really mean, isn't it? No, but look, she's not very well. She is really poorly. The first time she was poorly was at 6 weeks old, when it's not just the government, it's selfish parents as well. But now the government have been involved in it, parents do actually have to do what they say. So, you know, it does work out quite well for people who are selfish anyway. Because we had one of number one's friends dropped around our house. He was just starting school at 4. She was 6 weeks old. And her mum dropped her around my house with some antibiotics. Said, oh, give these to the teacher. She's got bronchitis. Anyway, she ended up in hospital. We didn't know she was a poorly girl then. She ended up in hospital really, really poorly because of this. And I have spent 16 years just fuming, just watching parents dropping their kids off, snot dripping down their faces, ill, all over the place, sneezing, coughing. You know, coughing. Don't care. They don't care about what happens to children like Molly. It's awful. Mol's had double pneumonia at 3 from somebody at school with a cold. Just a cold, this happens, okay? It is a nightmare. Do that. And, yeah, so my kids don't go to school if they're ill. They don't go to school if they're ill, right? That's it. I mean, I'm a human being. I don't want to see my children poorly at school. I mean, Molly doesn't even go to school anymore. I had the welfare officer phone me up asking me about her, why does she have so much time off of school? Well, because of bloody idiots that send their kids into school ill. That is why. Shit. So I spent half an hour on the phone, and actually I told her the entire history of Molly's illnesses, which was good because in the end she understood. But you can't... Do you know what? I would want Molly to go to school more than anything in the whole universe. All I want is for her to be well and be at school. So then you've got the attendance officer ringing you, and it's like a double whammy because it's upsetting enough that your child is ill and can't go to school like a normal child. And then you've got someone ringing you, bollocking you, because you're not sending them to school. Jesus, you want them to be at school. Oh, it's infuriating. So I get really flipping mad with these parents. And look at this. Show this, Molly. This is what happens to kids like Molly if they pick things up, okay? Now that's just one of our friends' little girls. And I know a lot of children now who have got immune problems, who have got chronic conditions, and their lives are blighted by parents sending their children into school poorly. If your kids are poorly, keep them at home. We don't live in a world of robots. You can't just have one rule. Oh, 3 times. If your child's off more than 3 times, you need to get a doctor. What doctor? I mean, bloody hell, there's going to be parents queuing up. And I know parents who don't want to send their children into school, but they have to because you're going to get locked up if your kid's poorly. I mean, flipping heck, number one. He had tonsillitis all the time in year 7. So what was I supposed to do? Send him into school? I had a letter from the attendance officer. He didn't go to school. He had tonsillitis. He wasn't very well.